High in the Rocky Mountains between Mount Victoria and Mount Lefroy lies Abbot Pass. Located along the Continental Divide at an elevation of 2,925 meters above the sea, the pass separates Lake Louise on the Alberta side from Lake O'Hara on the British Columbia side. The pass was first reached in 1894 by American Samuel Allen, led by his First Nations guide, Yule Carrier. Although the pair did no climbing, it was on the peaks above the pass that some of the first mountaineering in the Rockies took place. In 1896, while attempting to climb Mount Lefroy, Boston lawyer Philip Abbott fell to his death. It was the first recorded climbing fatality in Canada. The following year, a strong international team of mountaineers succeeded in climbing both Mounts Victoria and Lefroy, and the pass that separates the two was named in honor of Abbott. The death of Abbott prompted the Canadian Pacific Railway, who operated a guest cabin at Lake Louise and Glacier House Hotel in Rogers Pass, to bring Swiss mountain guides like Edward Foyts Jr. and Rudolf Amer to Canada to lead their guests to the summits. For over 20 years, Victoria and Lefroy were popular objectives for mountaineers, but the climbs were always very rigorous to achieve in one day from the Chateau Lake Louise. So in 1922, the Swiss guides and the CPR undertook to build a Swiss-style stone hut at the pass to make the ascents more comfortable. Just bringing the building materials to the site involved heroic levels of organization and labor. They hired wranglers with horses to carry wood, windows, and lime for making cement up from Lake Louise to the base of the avalanche-prone Death Trap, a steep glaciated canyon between Victoria and Lefroy. From there, they carried 35-kilo packs over a ladder that spanned a large crevasse, and then winch sleds up the steep sections to gain the pass from where they had quarried the stones. Trained craftsmen assisted the Swiss guides building the hut, and it opened in July 1923. At the inauguration ceremony, Foyt said, "Up here, with all those beautiful peaks everywhere, this simple hut is a home." For 100 years, the Abbot Pass Hut was a refuge for mountaineers and a popular destination for those seeking to spend a night in the dramatic surroundings of the pass. The hut echoed with lively stories and was the scene of many great adventures. But in recent years, climate change has melted away the foundation of the hut. What had appeared to be solid rock 100 years earlier turned out to be an amalgam of frozen scree and ice. The short timeline of the slope's demise is breathtaking. The first report of the slope's instability reached Parks Canada in 2016. A geotechnical assessment followed, and the hut was closed so that Parks Canada could install slope-stabilizing rock anchors. By the end of 2018, remediation costs had exceeded $600,000. Poor weather and safety concerns hindered progress in 2019, and health measures due to COVID hindered the work in 2020. During this time, slope erosion beneath the hut continued. But it was the record high temperatures in 2021, the infamous heat dome, that vanquished what hope remained. The rate of permafrost thaw hastened catastrophically. According to Parks Canada, approximately 114 cubic meters fell from the slopes under the hut. Structural cracks appeared in the hut's outer masonry, and a precipitous gap opened beneath the hut's northwest corner. It was found impossible to stabilize the hut, and in the interests of safety, Parks Canada reluctantly decided to remove the hut in 2022. It was a difficult process to take down the hut and was hampered by inclement weather. The roof was sawn apart piece by piece, and the stone walls were removed rock by rock. Doors, windows, and a few other historic elements of the hut were saved for posterity. The hut site was cleaned up, and in the end, all that was left was a small section of the hut wall. The Swiss guides built their mountain hut in an earlier and more innocent age, when you could believe that change came slowly to the high alpine. That age is behind us, and the demolition of what was until now a National Historic Site stands witness to the irreparable damage brought about by a rapidly warming planet.